Today's experiment is going to use a glass of cold water, a glass of hot water, and make sure they're the same size glasses, if you can do, because we're going to be setting one on top of the other. I've got some like baking food coloring, but if you have the drip food coloring, it's better. So that's why I need toothpicks, because I'm going to be mixing one color here, one color there. And you need a basin to set everything into. And I made a card. This was just, I made it out of cardstock and then covered it with clear tape. But it needs to be able to fit over the entire mouth of the glass, like that. So let's get started. Okay, so I chose purple and red coloring. It doesn't matter what you choose. Just make one of them one color and one of them a different color, because we're going to be checking out what happens when you put one on top of the other. This is a pretty cool experiment for a few reasons, and you'll see. So I'm making this is my hot water, made it red, and my cold water is going to be purple, or kind of bluish purple. Mix it all in, make sure all of it's all mixed. Now, what you want to do is make sure that the water is right up to the top. Now this one is great, it's right up to the top of the glass, and that one needs a little bit more. So I'm going to get a little bit more hot water. Alright, so my hot water is nice and full. Now this is the cold water, and you can just feel the difference on the glass if you forget. So make sure the cold water is on the bottom, put that right into the dish, and then the hot water, you're going to take your card and then you're going to just put it on top. Now the best way to flip this over is to use your hand instead of putting your finger there, because you're going to leak some there, because it won't make a good seal. Put your hand on there and then flip it over, and then the water is going to hold that on. Now that's pretty cool. So now put that on top of your cold water and then slowly pull it out, making sure that the lip is there. And then I put my thumb there and then hold my hand like that, and then that is kind of gonna make sure that the glasses are perfectly in line. Okay, so you did see a little bit of mixture in the center there at first, but then it kind of went, the red kind of went back up into its own glass. So there you have cold water blue on the bottom, hot water red on top, and it's not mixing even though it should. Now the reason for that is because hot water is less dense than cold water, because the molecules are, because it's warm, when you heat something up, the molecules spread apart a little bit. So that makes it less dense. So what I'm going to do is show you what happens when I flip the entire thing over, and then you've got cold water on top, hot water on the bottom. So carefully holding the glasses together, flip it over, and now you have a mix. Because now the cold water's on top and it's more dense, so it's going to mix all the way through. Very cool.